Hi everyone, it's Travis the Pagan Scholar, here with a review, actually, of a tarot deck. This is my first review. I have not reviewed tarot decks before, so pardon me if this is kind of weird. But for Yule, because we're pagan, Marshall got me, much to my surprise. I said that I wanted this deck, and he just is darling and got it for me. The Linestrider Tarot by Ciolo? I'm so sorry. Ciolo Thompson. This is an amazing deck. It came in this box, which is cool. And just to read a line from the back of the box. Spun with soft strokes of vibrant color and intricate detail, the Linestrider Tarot features gentle yet evocative images that dance on the edge between magic and logic. I felt like this deck was made for me because I am probably the world's worst pagan in that I dislike woo. It's really hard for me to engage, and I mean it's just my cerebral hangups, my academic background. It's really hard for me to engage in just blatant, full-blown magic. But as you can see with my other tarot videos, I am much more a proponent of metaphor and poetry as opposed to a literal exegesis interpretation of mystical things. So this tarot deck is kind of perfect for me because it does balance that mysticism, that magic, and it's tempered and balanced with logic and with negative space and with a very clean and open to interpretation ethos. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the cards that I think are excellent. So this is the Temperance card, and I don't like angels, but I like this angel because it's a perfect androgen, the creature halfway to the moon, as Catherine Valenti has put it before. The more you look at it, the more you're not sure. And since it is a card of temperance, of balancing, being in between, it's perfect for temperance, of being that in-between figure. The Death card, because what kind of tarot review would be complete without a Death card? When I see this, I think of Kellyanne from the Four Queens. It's got her aesthetic written all over it. How death is a new beginning, of course, but it's just this vibrant explosion of color on top of a skull. So, so cool. The Devil. This is a devil. This is a devil card. This is phenomenal because you see devil cards and they're kind of watered down. It's all about excess, and it's all about, binding yourself to things that you could let go of very easily. This is like two people are ashamed and they're not even covering themselves, they're covering their eyes because they can't bear to look upon all of the mistakes they've made, and above them hangs a goat's head with an upside down star. Classic Satan. And so this is fantastic. I love this devil card. Then the Tower. Okay, so this is also a tower. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's kind of cartoonish. You don't really think of that as a terrible fall because the tower is only twice as tall as the people falling out of it. This gives you perspective. This shows people falling violently to their death onto sharp rocks. And it's this is a disaster. This is danger. This is something to be alarmed about. And that's what I want to see in my tower. Judgment, another angel. And you know what? I dig this angel too because it's wearing a mask, and I mean, underneath it, it's smirking. So it sort of gives a little bit of humanity to the angel. However, the idea that even angels wear masks, that even angels have roles to fulfill, I love that. I so dig that. And it's not this blatant Christian imagery of resurrection from the grave. It's this very chill, judgment wears a mask, but even under judgment, there might be pity, there might be mercy. Or at least a recognition and understanding of why you might have done something. And so anyways, this is really cool. Those were all of the major Arcana cards that I wanted to show you. Some of my favorite minor Arcana cards in this deck. So the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, both of these cards are tired. I think it's wonderful that the people in these cards, it shows that they're weary. And I mean, the use of color and the lack of color in some of the cards. I read that in the Five of Swords, this is the only card that she intentionally did not use color with, because it represents this weariness, and you can see it in the posture of these illustrations, and it's beautiful, it's lovely. I think the Three of Cups is darling. It's three little animals having a party, and it's like, it's a little lamb, and it's a sloth. And so I have a friend who makes art just like this, actually. I'm gonna show this to her. She might like it. Anyways, so yeah, it's just like, it's reinvented the Three of Cups, and a lot of people try to do that, and I think she got her, and I think this artist got it correct. I think that they won with the Three of Cups. The Eight of Swords is really neat because she has taken the symbolism of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and she has, again, reinvented it. And it's done in a very good way. It's if you know the symbolism of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, then you know what this card means, and it says it like that. It's perfect. It's the same thing with the Four of Cups. The illustrator is not depicting the traditional scene, but all of those symbols are still there, and it's done in this really refreshing new kind of way. I'm going to leave you guys with 4 different court cards. The pages are all women, or so the pages are women, which I dig. I'm all about that. Feminism, hell yeah. Again, all of these people they have such character inside them. These are individuals. Like, you look at this card and you immediately know what that person is thinking and how they're reacting to a situation, and I think that's brilliant for tarot card reading. The knights are all really neat. This is super cool. I kind of had to stop and really study that the first time that I looked at it. Knight of Cups with a fish overlaying it. The Queen of Wands. Again, like, I know that person, actually, and that person will fuck you up, so. And then the King of Swords, and that's just phenomenal. Like, The deck did come with a book, and this is like not your little white book. This is a good size white book. Like, you could hurt someone with this. I just really, hats off to this amazing tarot deck. I recommend this. However, I recommend it if you already know your Rider-Waite interpretations. This would be an interesting deck to start out with if you don't have any tarot decks, but I would recommend, since it is drawing from the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, for its base interpretation, it might be easier to learn that first and then go to this one. So, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is my review of the Linestrider Tarot. If you like this, if you like my take on tarot cards, you can check out my tarot and poetry videos. I'm almost done with that, and then we'll figure something else out with poetry and tarot cards. But thank you so much for watching. As always, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.